That might be an oak tree. Huh. All right. I was curious about this. So if I was going to discover any what looked to be human structures. I mean, I did this with my friends. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is as human as it gets. Nice. Okay. Here we go. It's the beginning of one of those videos where I turn around and there's something behind me, or someone watches this and sees some sort of shadow figure. Well, okay. It's as obvious as that gets. Someone built themselves a pretty nice fence. Cool fencing idea. Lashing technique is interesting. That is some old school. That is really cool. But check this out. Looked like they were working on maybe some roof action here. Let's see what they got for, oh, well. Well, what do you know? Got some bottles. My friends and I would totally have done the same thing. Huh? And that's kind of interesting, though. Their home is a home to something edible. Yeah, I've showed these before, but the trout lilies you can eat. So they've got something they can eat in their house here. Wild. Sorry for trespassing. Feel a little bad. All right. It's really quirky bark. This is giving me locust, where it's like got some serious ridges and then these kind of smaller square rectangular sections. Of course, it's really, really tall. Now here we go. This is the state of the elms around here, covered in moss. Oh, okay. I was wondering, I'm like, weird, interesting. Man, I wish my insect identification was better. I tried working on it. I've been trying to work on it, so bear with me. Okay. It's definitely maybe a remnant of this being farmland. Not entirely sure what that would have been used for. I will come across, most definitely, barbed wire, where you can tell which animal they were keeping within their perimeter with the type of barbed wire, and also if they set up their barbed wire correct or not, which is interesting. I'll keep that in mind for when we come across that. Back to the creek. Oh, okay. I see a bridge. So we've gotten to the road that outlines this, closely to the road that outlines this particular forest. Now it will be a while before I come back to this place, only because I want to show as many fishing sites and state forests throughout the year of the nice weather as I can. So I'm going to travel to as many of them at least once that I can this year. This one is about a 5-minute drive away from my home, and that's why I chose it. Oh, oh wow. Oh man, I don't see these like ever. We got ourselves a yellow violet. No kidding. Wow, I don't see this as something that does not show up for me in my yard. That's amazing. Oh, I'm so glad I was able to see one of those. Man, throw that off the, put that on the, check that off the list. Oh yeah, I definitely see kind of the clear sky at my level over there. Definitely signifies that that's where the street is. Okay, most likely a false Solomon seal. I'll show you the flowers and the berries that pop up on this in due time. Real quick, my filming style is to not look through the camera as I'm doing this, because I've had a lot of instances of stumbling across skunks and porcupine, and they are the last things I want to just accidentally bump into while I'm just looking through the camera. So I'm kind of scanning everything, and you're not seeing me do that. So just so you know. Mayapple over there. I showed you, and there's no real way that you're going to see that from over here. That will show up in other areas for sure, though. Lots of tipped over trees in here. I mean, technically, it's a state forest. I think I can. I don't know if it's considered damage to, like, rummage through the pillows and places like this. So, yeah, that I don't know. But, awesome. Sweet. We got some good size. This thing uprooted some monsters. Look at this. There's a red boulder. I want to check that out, though. Are you? There's some adaptation for you. Just grows right through it. That is, gosh, man. So many wondrous things to see out just on any day of walking around. Oh man, you are a monster. I kind of don't want to mess with this now. I thought it would maybe split real easy. And it's huge. It's up there. Look at that. That's so interesting that this tree tipped over. You know, looks like maybe like a north wind toppled this thing over, and that rock got right there. That is something else. Ooh. Here we go again. Oh, wow, okay. These are even better representatives of the red-belted polypores, because the red is way more visible now. That's cool. Nice. This looks like it would be a bramble patch at some point. These are all young brambles. I have ventured away from the creek. I'm now kind of doing a little bit of a circle back just so I can show you something new. And then once the battery dies, I will most likely just go back to the creek and find my way back. Now, on the topic of getting lost, the one state forest around here, and there's probably a couple other ones, but the one state forest that I got lost in was Winona State Forest, because it's massive and it crosses county lines. I got lost for what became close to a 6+ hour walk that I was not expecting to take. It was kind of horrifying. The trail maps that they had, they didn't consider that the compass on the map maybe should point in the direction of what it says. You know, north was pointing to south, and I just got genuinely disoriented. I'm typically good with knowing now that, you know, this is south. We're getting to west because the sun is going that way. And I know that's where it's going to go down, and then, of course, you know, north and east based off that. I see some serious trees toppled over there. Now, I know this looks like a deadfall. This is still dangerous, but it's not as Not as big. There's another tree that's uprooted nice amounts of rocks. Yeah, looking like shales and mudstones, the usual. Quite a few. Now this